Hey everybody, so today we have here the A1398. This is the mid, I believe? Yep, the mid 2015 MacBook Pro. And you're thinking, well, why am I going over this today? Well, I'll tell you why. Because our client tried to replace the speakers on this one, and we actually got speaker parts for it. They brought this in. They weren't able to do it because they said actually one of the speakers is underneath the board. Now on some of these models they actually are. I believe this is the only model that actually has the speaker actually underneath the board. The rest of them you can usually just pull out. I know the MacBook Airs are a little bit more easier. You can just pull out the older ones. Well, obviously not the newer ones. So we're going to go over that today. We're just going to go pop it, make sure there's no other damage to it. It does turn on, so that's a good thing. But we just want to really replace these. So let's see what they did, because they did open it, and we want to see exactly what happened there. Now sometimes people, you're asking yourself, why do people stop? Maybe it is a little bit too much work for them, or maybe they did damage something, but the laptop does turn on, so I'm not too worried about it. I just think it's going to be a simple just swap, but we'll see. And I'll show you why this one is a little bit more difficult. Here quite a bit before because he did replace this solid state drive. Obviously that's not an Apple solid state drive. But, so when I'm guessing, and you can kind of see it here on this side, this little piece goes under the board. And that's not too bad right there, but I'm wondering if he's also talking about the second one, because this one might go under too. As you can see, both of them actually go underneath. So not only do I have to remove the sister board, I also have to remove the main board as well, because it goes underneath there. So the only way to remove it is to take it up and take up the whole entire board. So what a fun time to be alive. So I'm going to undo all the screws, and then we're just going to take up the board on this side and then the board on the other side. So let's just undo all the connections first. Just make our lives a little bit easier so we don't forget anything. Doesn't look like he attempted to do the board. It looks like he just kind of knows where he was supposed to stop. So it's a good thing that he did actually stop where he did, because if he damages anything, then it's usually board replacement or board repair type of thing. So you're wondering, why is he replacing speakers? Some of the speakers, actually, if they do go bad, they do make a little bit of like a gurgle noise. I guess they kind of static out a little bit. You can kind of call it that. I've seen it with some of them. I mean, it's livable. You can live with it. But if you use your speakers all the time, especially on this one is 15 inch. Especially on the 15 inch, you actually do pay a little bit of a premium for those nicer speakers, because they do sound quite a bit better. Damaged cable, and man, I don't want to deal with that, to be honest. So, alright, so I got that out. You do see there's a connection there, but it's underneath the fan. So you can tell this is already a lot of work just to replace the speaker. Other models, it is actually on just the side there, so it's kind of interesting how they do it for this one. Size hands, maybe a little bit larger than that, but again, like when I try to do anything, you can tell my fingers just don't want to do it. So it's not made for this. So now when I lift it up, now you can see the plastic piece that's underneath here, and there's actually more screws. Pretty easy. There's 2. Here's 3 screws. Still feels a little bit tight. Is it because of the M.2? Wow, they even make you, it's a little bit too tight. Oh, I see. You have to remove the hard drive. You don't have a choice. Because it does get a little bit in the way, but it's enough to make a difference. So now I can pull it out. Go figure. Well, actually, this is still underneath the board here. So you can even see the cable is still underneath the board, and that's going to actually attach over here, but it'll make it much easier when I take out the board. I could remove it, but once I do the board, it's going to be extremely easy. So let's do that. I think unfortunately here I have to take up the heatsink, which I really don't like doing on any machine. I do, but I mean, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. You can see how that just plopped right up. Which I guess we can just leave it like that. It's fine. It wants to stay like that. Yep. And then that comes up. And you can see now I definitely want to put some thermal paste. I'll redo the old one because it's a little bit spotty there. But I'll do that anyway just for, you know, just because we can. So now since this is up, you can see the fan over here actually goes underneath the board. So the only way to remove it, right? Yes. So the only way to remove it is to remove the board, the heatsink. Alright, so just always be careful, just wiggle, 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 and we're good. Now we can just leave it right here, we don't need to totally remove it. But you can see, here's a part of the other speaker. So we definitely need to remove this. And place in the other one. Now, I would just do the one speaker that's bad, but you know, if the client brings us both and they want us to do both, that's no problem. I don't mind replacing both. It's always better to do what they say. So there it goes. Just plug it right back. So now you can see if you buy just parts, oh, you know, sometimes we get customers that say, oh, you know, just the part, it costs this much, blah, blah, blah. Well, that is true, but then how are you going to put it back in, and do you know how to, and do you know the labor involved and all this stuff? You know, I mean, but I'm very glad this guy was really nice. He just saw right away. He wasn't sure until he actually started doing it. So then he's like, oh man, I kind of can't do that. I thought it was just going to be easy and to remove this and that, but it's pretty difficult. You can see it's a lot of work just to do 2 speakers. Basically have to remove the whole thing. So, you know, any work like this, it's fine. I don't mind doing stuff like this. You know, it's good work to do. It's pretty straightforward too. You just have to remove the board, but of course, you know, there's always connections. There's a lot of other things that you have to worry about, watch out for. I'll also just throw in some thermal paste so you can clean the fans a little bit too. should be good now. So let's see. The biggest thing you can always tell right when you turn it on, you can hear the speaker noises. So let's see. Looks like he has one of these privacy screens. Sometimes when you unplug the battery on Macs, it does reset the clock. And once it resets the clock, you usually can't access. It says it doesn't have a secure connection, so you do have to make sure you always have the right time. So if you've ever seen this worry, sometimes it doesn't tell you, sometimes it does. And this one, this is for High Sierra. It's not telling us, it's just saying it can't open because it doesn't have a secure connection. Just connect it to the internet and then just do the time from there. And then watch, it'll work right away. So there it goes. All right, and I'm just looking to hear some sound. I want to get something on both sides of the speaker. Hey everybody, so today we actually have here another liquid spill one. This is the MacBook Air, the Retina version. It's the 2019. We want to put it all the way up to make sure we don't hear a crackle sound, because that's the biggest complaint he had before. So let's turn it up. Screen's the newer ones. Speakers on the side here. It's pretty nice. I think it's a 13-inch. I think so. I think so. All right, but it does look pretty good. Everything does work pretty well too. And that's about it. So now we're just gonna go close it up, and that should be good to go. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. This has been the A1398, just to replace the speaker on the mid-2015 MacBook Pro. You can see it's a bit more complicated than you think. It wasn't too bad. I mean, here's the parts here. So here's the old speakers. It's pretty complicated, but not too bad actually. You know, we just have to remove everything. So we did do that, so we did check it out. It's just one of those things, you know, if someone comes in here with parts, or maybe they try to open something, it's always good to just, you know, check it out to see if there's anything else wrong. Someone opened the machine, if someone keeps opening the machine, you can see he replaced the solid state drive already. Maybe he accidentally did something else, but in this case, this is one of those rare cases where someone actually opens it up, sees they can't do it, and then brings it to us. It makes it a lot easier in the long run for both of us. You know, we do cover the warranty. You know, we've done this many times before. It's a lot more easier for us to do it because how comfortable we are. If there's anything messed up, if there's any cables damaged, or maybe just this speaker could turn into a board repair. Maybe he shorts something, maybe he rips the LCD cable, maybe he rips other cables. So it's a very, very straightforward repair if it's just done the right way. And just, you know, it's okay to say you can't do something, you know, especially if you never really done it before or don't really do it too often. But again, this is a real rare case. We don't see this too much, where someone actually stops before they actually try to do something. Usually, we're a repair shop. We repair not only the problem, but then whatever the client did before. So, but anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this is a little bit informative. I ran a little bit about some of the MacBook stuff, but it's good just to kind of see what type of MacBook Pros there are out there that actually do have this. Some of the other ones, you can just remove it. You don't have to go totally underneath the board, but especially the MacBook Airs, unless you get the newer ones, it's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, these weren't glued. Sometimes they're even adhesed too. You just gotta check the different ones here. But this is the A1398 mid-2015. Yep, that's it, how to do it. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.